everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we've got number 1 and number 2 points race for the year so far. I apologize. The first points race, I forgot to get the GoPro out, so I didn't have any kind of footage from the first race, but I'll recap it in this video. So first round, I got matched up against the person that was second in points last year and won the points championship the year before that. Not the draw that I wanted to get. Went up there and we went up for first round and I let go of the brake, nailed the tree, was going down the track and look over and she wasn't there. So I pedaled twice, went through the beams, wind light came on. I was like, wow, pretty good. So go back around. I'm super excited. People are coming over and going, holy crap, you just beat Katrina. I was like, yeah, I did. So she came over, said good race, and of course we had our little laugh because we've raced each other several times and just never fails. She whoops me every time. And so that happened. She goes up, buys back in. So we went up for second round and I'm going up to the staging lanes and one of the tech guys was like waving me over to the other lane and I'm like, where's he taking me? So I get over there, get out of the car. I'm like, what's going on? He goes, you got the bye. And the bye is based off of whoever has the fastest reaction time first round. I'm like, my reaction time was good, but it wasn't good enough to normally get the bye. So I was like, all right, well, I'll take it. Make my bye run. Car still doesn't run the same time. So go back to the pits. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm checking the car over, trying to figure out why it's not running the same number twice. Can't find anything, so I go up for third round and drew a guy that me and him kind of went back and forth last year. So I go up there and I was like, well, I know I got to be good on the tree. At the track that I race at, reaction time perfect is 0.5000 and I went 0.4998. I was 0.2 of a second red, which of course is super frustrating, but it happens. I was like, I was close. You know, it wasn't something where I screwed up as a driver. It's just part of bracket racing. When you're trying to cut a perfect light every time, you're going to go red every once in a while. So packed up, went home, didn't think much of it. I thought maybe it's the weather. It was super windy that day. So I'm like, maybe it's just the wind pushing the car one pass and not pushing it the other. So go back for the second week. I do have footage from the second week, so you guys are going to get to see that. First round, I go up. There's a guy that I've seen race at that track several times. Never been able to race him. He's got a V6 Camaro with a Pro Charger hanging off the front of it. Goes pretty quick. We leave and I go up, you know, going down the track and I'm looking over and I'm like, oh boy, here he comes. And crossed through the line and I broke out. So that's never fun, but the car's been jumping around. So I just kind of ate it. And I was like, I need to find out this issue when I get home. So go up for second round. And I had this black C5 Corvette. His plate says Fast LS1. Mine says LSX LOL because everybody always thinks my car has an LS in it. Does not. It has a small block 350. like normal, and I go red again. I'm like, man, I don't know what the hell's going on. So go down the track, come back, go back, go up for third round. Drew the same vet. So at this point, I'm like, all right, I need to be good on the tree, even if I'm a little bit late. So go up, waited a hint more than I normally do, took off, and I was a little late, but not terrible. We're going down the track, and he came up next to me a little bit. We run about the same dial in, but my car's 60 foot's a lot harder, and then he comes back up on me at the finish line. So he caught me, and I was like, well, hold to the floor and pray. So we go through the beams, and he got me. So that was it. So come back home, and I'm trying to figure out what happened, and I found that in my logbooks there was only one thing that I changed before point starts. It was my plug wires, because the ones that were on there were from a year and a half, 2 years ago. So start taking them off. Found one that was burnt, which never burned a plug wire on that cylinder, so I don't know what happened. So I decided I was going to go back to my old plug wires. So they're new ones, but same style. As I'm taking them off, I found another one that was questionable. So pull it off, didn't really have any sort of resistance to it. And I'm like, it's odd. I look over, there's a little clip that holds the beveled part of the plug. So when you push it on, the little click sound you hear, that's that clip expanding and then contracting around the plug. That clip said, nope, see you later. So I had not only a burnt spark plug wire, but I had one that was flopping around, making it misfire intermittently, which I could not hear inside the car. But when I went back and looked at my GoPro footage, I was like, sounds like the car's breaking up. That's when I started pulling plug wires and found those two. So put new plug wires on, new plugs, went ahead and changed the cap and rotor while I was there, because the cap and rotor were looking pretty bad. We'll see what happens. We don't have a points race this weekend. This weekend is the Speed for All event that I am helping put on. They've done it in the past, but the rules have been very, very loose. So you've had grocery getter cars running low 6, high 5-second passes. So we've changed the rules up a little bit. We added another class. So now we have Street Eliminator, which is a little bit tighter rules than the old grocery getter class, but mainly just like these cars could drive to the track if they wanted to, but they're still pretty fast cars. Full interior, stock style suspension, all that fun stuff. And then we made another class called Grocery Getter, and that class is mainly like cars that people could drive to work every day, whether they be hopped up or whatever. But they're cars that could be street driven consistently. So we got big tire, small tire, Street Eliminator, Grocery Getter. We also have the Illinois Gassers Association coming in and making exhibition passes, and we have a Nostalgia Super Stock race going on. And then we have a box, no box combo race for bracket racers. So if all goes according to plan, and if the run order makes sense, I will be racing in the Grocery Getter class and the no box class, trying to just make sure the car's doing what it's supposed to. So when we get back into points, I'm ready to go. Currently sitting in 8th in points. It's where I left off last year. Not really where I wanted to be, but at least I know with what I've been struggling with, I'm still starting off where I left off. So if I get, if everything I did works out and the car's fixed, then hey, it's fixed. We're ready to go. Get back to racing and try to climb the points ladder. Obviously, we still got a lot of time before division finals, but that's the ultimate goal. Definitely got some work to do, but it's just beginning of the season. You run into stuff that you weren't expecting and just trying to get it all figured out. I tried something new and it didn't work, so I went back to what I was using before, and hopefully that means the car goes back to being as consistent as it was. So thanks for coming back to the channel, guys. I'll try to get as much footage from this weekend as I can. Obviously, racing 2 classes, that's going to be a little hard, but I will make sure to get as much of the action for you guys so that you guys can enjoy it the way I do. If you're in Central Illinois and you want to come, it's at Coles County Dragway in Charleston, Illinois. So it's in 2 days. It's Saturday, May 25th. So come on out and check out some good racing. And I'll talk to you guys later.
I'm gonna trade this life for fortune and fame. I'd even cut my hair and change my name, 'cause we all just want to be